The investigation is continuing after an elderly woman was killed when she was hit in the Kroger parking lot behind me.
We have a cold front on top of central and eastern Kentucky. I'll show you how that really improves your sky for at least one day just ahead.
A central Kentucky man is robbed at gunpoint, and investigators say the person responsible was pretending to be a police officer.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Jennifer Palumbo. Parts of the bluegrass are getting rain this afternoon, but it's dry in Lexington right now. This is a live look at downtown where it's sunny and in the mid-80s, and changes are on the way. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has a first look at the forecast, and Chris, the changes are for the better.
Yeah, for at least one day, Jennifer. Tomorrow looking pretty darn good as of right now. We still have those. You mentioned some scattered stuff to go through as we work our way into the evening hours. A look at Defender now showing at least some isolated showers and thunderstorms. We're into the time of the day with a cold front nearing the area that we will see this stuff begin to increase a little bit from northwest to southeast. So pockets of at least some scattered stuff. London, Corbin, back over toward Mount Victory, just to the north of Somerset into Pulaski County, getting in on a shower or thunderstorm that extends a little farther to the east as well into sections of Hazard. Lexington Metro, for the most part, okay, though to the north of us. A little bit of isolated stuff now beginning to develop that is ahead of our cold front that has a broken band of some showers and storms with it. Greatest concentration has been off to our northeast as of now, but overall this front is going to continue to drop its way toward the south. So temperatures this afternoon seasonably warm. Most areas are a little cooler than normal again this afternoon with temperatures 80 to 85 most of central and eastern Kentucky. The air that's coming behind that is going to be awfully nice for your Wednesday. I see that's your Wednesday. Your Thursday forecast is what I'm going to focus on. Jennifer, when I come back in a few minutes, we're watching the potential for that same front to put the brakes on and create some more showers and thunderstorms for parts of the area. I'll show you who has the best chance when I come back in a few.
We'll see you in 15 minutes, Chris. A sad update to a story we first brought you yesterday on WKYT News at 4. A woman who was hit by a car outside a central Kentucky Kroger has died. Police say an SUV backed into 89-year-old Christine Blakeman, pinning her between two cars at the Richmond Kroger. The Fayette County Coroner's Office says she died at UK Hospital. WKYT's Victor Puente talked to a woman who tried to help the victim. It's our top story at 4.
The woman who helped 89-year-old Christine Blakeman said she was talking even after she was pinned beneath that car in the parking lot behind me. But the Fayette County coroner said Blakeman would die a few hours after that crash. Richmond police are calling it an accident investigation. They left by the time we got here yesterday afternoon, but they left behind evidence of where those vehicles had been parked. A Kroger representative said Blakeman was shopping with her daughter when she was struck by that driver. A witness said Blakeman's arm was pinned between that car and an SUV. Firefighters freed her and took her to UK Hospital, but the coroner says she died around 4:45. The driver of the car told me she believed she had a seizure. She said she didn't want to go on camera, but she was sorry for Blakeman's family. One of Blakeman's neighbors told us she was a constant fixture in the neighborhood and could always be seen outside of her home.
But that little lady was either sweeping or on that carport or that front porch or working in the yard, trimming bushes or something. Very neat little lady.
Richmond police said the impact of that crash was hard enough that it moved the SUV that Blakeman was pinned against. They said the investigation into the cause of the crash was continuing. In Madison County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Christine Blakeman's funeral arrangements are being handled by Combs, Parsons, and Collins Funeral Home in Richmond. Police in Harrison County say a man posing as a police officer pulled over a man last night and robbed him. Investigators say the imposter had blue and red lights on his car when he pulled over the victim, then pointed a gun at the man and demanded his wallet. We'll have the latest details on this case on WKYT News at 5. Our reporters are working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick is in the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Sam.
Good afternoon, Jennifer. Lexington police have arrested a man suspected of human trafficking. Robert Constant is charged with 2 counts of human trafficking. Police say that he used a website to set up meetings between men and 2 underage girls. Police say there are no allegations that these teens were forced into prostitution, but because of their ages, they cannot consent. We talked with an advocate for the victims of human trafficking.
a big step forward that we're using our state laws, particularly, which are so good. They're so well written, and we're seeing those used to bring charges of trafficking against perpetrators in these cases.
Much more on this case of human trafficking coming up at 5 o'clock. And the case against two men accused of dragging a dog to death in Lexington has been sent on to the grand jury. Police arrested Jesse Durham and Vincent O'Brien last week after people called to report seeing someone dragging a dog behind a car. The dog later died, and police say 8 other animals were removed from the suspect's home. That's a quick look at some of the news in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Sam. Now to stories making headlines across the nation at 4. The U.S. flag at the White House is at half-staff this afternoon in remembrance of the 5 service members murdered last week in Chattanooga, Tennessee. President Barack Obama issued an order to lower the flag across the country today. Speaking to a veterans group in Pittsburgh, President Obama said the U.S. will keep doing everything in its power to protect American military members. Donald Trump is courting controversy again. He campaigned in South Carolina today amid calls for him to quit the Republican presidential race. Brian Webb has the latest war of words.
Donald Trump didn't tone down the rhetoric at his campaign rally in South Carolina, attacking John McCain again.
And this is why I'm angry at John McCain, for 2 reasons. Number one, John McCain, you got to remember this, he's totally about open borders. 202.
He even gave out Senator Lindsey Graham's number after the South Carolina senator said this about the billionaire.
Run for president, but don't be the world's biggest jackass.
Then I watched this idiot Lindsey Graham on television today, and he calls me a jackass.
The outspoken presidential candidate avoided repeating the comments he made about McCain's war record, which angered veterans.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay?
An editorial in the Des Moines Register calls Trump unfit to hold office. The top newspaper in the key state of Iowa says Trump is the distraction with traction, a feckless blowhard who can generate headlines not by provoking thought, but by provoking outrage. Despite the calls for the businessman to get out of the race, early polls show him leading among the Republican nominees.
We're tired of being pushed around, kicked around, and acting and being led by stupid people. They're stupid people.
And even though he refuses to play nice with the GOP, Trump says he won't run as a third-party candidate. Brian Webb for CBS News.
Bargain shoppers have a new way to buy. We'll tell you about a website that promises the lowest prices on millions of items. And a scam alert today about a website that looks real, but it's really a scam to steal your money. The warning next on WKYT News at 4.